So in my last video, I talked about I touched on the topic of why I stopped doing Shiba Inu videos or crypto content. Last year, this time, I was doing multiple videos on Shiba Inu. And by the way, I just want to make this straight. The reason I was doing videos on Shiba Inu is because it's something that I invested in myself. I actually believed that Shiba Inu was going to blow up. It was a gamble. In all my videos, you can go back. I haven't deleted any of the videos. You can go back and you can see at the beginning of every single video, I said this is not financial advice, never financial advice. Please use your own due diligence and do your own research before investing in any of these cryptocurrencies or coins or using these exchanges. So there was a risk. I understood the risk. I put my own money in and I thought it was a good idea. I thought it was a good risk. So I made videos about it. And surprisingly, if you look back, I think it was the third video I did on Shiba Inu blew up and I got a lot of views and I was making a lot of money in ad revenue. However, I abruptly stopped doing Shiba Inu videos. And you may be wondering, well, Eann, why did you stop doing Shiba Inu videos? Because you were getting so much views, you were making so much more money from YouTube ad revenue, you could have gotten a lot of sponsorships and made a lot of money there, you could have gotten your channel to 100,000 subscribers faster, you could have gotten a lot of followers on Instagram, you could have done all these things, and all you had to do was just keep making the same Shiba Inu videos every single day, the same Bitcoin videos, and do all this stuff like all the other YouTubers who blew up from cryptocurrency. And in this video, I'm gonna explain exactly why I abruptly, without any explanation, just stopped doing Shiba Inu and crypto videos on a whole. And by the way, guys, if you're new to the channel, my name is Eann. On this channel, I talk about ways to make money, ways to save money, ways to invest your money. I talk about bank accounts, credit cards, everything to do with personal finance. So if you like these videos, you like topics like these, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. It's 100% free. Won't cost you anything. Also, be sure to subscribe with notifications on. That way you never miss the updates of when I post new videos. And with that said, let's jump right into why I stopped doing crypto abruptly. Now, when I was doing my Shiba Inu videos, I realized that there were people who started to develop like a trust relationship with me. And people who had watched my channel before and had done things that I recommended on my channel, like ways to make money or tips for your credit, and it worked out for them. And so I kind of built like this trust relationship with my audience. And so I realized that even though I say not financial advice, never financial advice, please be careful here, you could lose all your money. For some people, they're still going to take it as like a type of advice, right? They're gonna go based off what I say because they think that because I'm doing it and I'm recommending it in some sort of way, then it must be good. And I was getting a lot of DMs from people asking about how high I, thought the price of Shiba Inu and other cryptos could go, like VT token. And basically, I realized that there was a common theme with most of the people that were contacting me, right? People that were DMing me on Instagram and people that were leaving comments on YouTube. And basically, I realized that a lot of these people were either one, really young, or two, really new to crypto or the whole crypto space, or three, they weren't really like, they knew about the risk, but it wasn't like something that they didn't grasp the concept that, hey, if I put my money in this crypto, or if I put my money on this exchange, there's a 97% chance I'm going to lose everything. There's only a 3% chance that I'm going to make any money, much less being rich from this stuff. So based on that, I realized that I would have some type of responsibility if a lot of these people lost all their money. And the reason why I stopped doing those is because I put myself in this shoe. So some of you guys may know I'm an immigrant. I came here like, I think 4 years ago or something like that. And when I got here, I was staying with my bro and I didn't have any friends. It was a new country. I had no connections. I didn't know anybody. It's not like when you grow up in a place or you're in your own country and you can be like, hey, I'm on hard times, I need a job. You can hit somebody up that does like construction and say, hey, I'll do whatever, I just need a paycheck. You can get a job. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know anything. I had no credit. I knew nothing about credit when I got here. So I was working at the waste management. I've talked about this before. I was making $11.50 per hour. And that was not the best job. I was literally sorting garbage. And on this conveyor belt at like 1:30 a.m. in the morning when my shift started, there would literally be dead animals. Like people would throw dead cats and dead dogs in the garbage and you just see it running past. And you had gloves on and masks, but you still had to touch that stuff. So this was by no means an ideal type of job. And again, I was making $11.50 an hour. So I know what it feels like to be working a job that doesn't pay a lot, and especially a job that you probably don't enjoy. And so you're working this job just to make a couple dollars, and then you go and you put all this money that you've earned into something like crypto without fully understanding or based on trust from the person that you're seeing talking about this stuff, and then you lose all that money. And at this point in time, I had to work 3 different jobs just so I could make enough money to cash flow my life, because again, I didn't have any credit. I didn't know anything about credit. It took me probably 9 months to establish credit, because I remember after even getting my first secured credit card, 6 months in, I went to the bank and they told me that, hey, nothing is showing up on your credit. It's like you don't exist. So I didn't have credit. I had to buy a car, which was a $1,000 car that blew up on me. I had to buy a second car that was a $3,000 car that I had to pay for cash. And I pretty much cash flowed my life ever since I've been here. Never been in any type of debt until I bought a house and now I have a mortgage. Well, basically, I completely understand what it is to work a normal job, make a normal income, and then lose a lot of that money. So I didn't want to mislead my audience, because I knew that even though I was telling them that, hey, this stuff is risky, you can lose all your money, you can lose a part of your money, don't invest what you can't afford to lose here, there are a lot of people who are still going to watch my videos and they were going to throw all their money into Shiba Inu or Bitcoin or VT token or whatever I was talking about at the time. And then if they lost all their money, I would feel some type of I think I would have like some type of moral obligation to feel some responsibility for them losing everything, even though I told them that, hey, not financial advice, you could lose everything. So I didn't want to mislead these people. And again, I understand it. Some people are not making a lot of money. And you know, for me or for some of my viewers and for some crypto investors that watch my channel, losing $1,000 is not a big deal. Losing $10,000 is not a big deal. They'll just be, I mean, if I lose $10,000, yeah, I'll be upset, but it's not like a life-altering situation, right? I'll make that money back. And the same goes for a lot of you that may be watching right now. But there are also people that are investing $1,000 or $5,000, and that's all they really have. And if they lose that money, then it's going to be a year, 2 years, probably even more before they get that money back. And I did not want to have any responsibility whatsoever if these people were to lose all their money, because again, I'm just not like that. I don't want to mislead people. And if I ever do something and it's misleading and then I realize that, hey, this is misleading or it's potentially misleading, then I'm going to stop doing it, because I'm not that type of person. I don't want to do that. I'm not built like that. So that's the main reason why I stopped doing the Shiba Inu videos. And again, yes, I was getting a lot of views. I was making more money in AdSense revenue. I could have potentially done a lot of sponsorships. A lot of new crypto and altcoins reached out to me asking me to promote their stuff. And I didn't, because I wasn't going to invest in it myself, so it wouldn't make any sense for me to tell you guys to invest in something that I'm not investing in myself. And by the way, here's another thing that I realized. A lot of your favorite crypto YouTubers are in it for the money, and they'll sell you out for just a couple of dollars, because I realized that there were certain platforms that approached me for sponsorship, and basically they would say something like this. They'd say, Eann, we want you to make a video, and this is exactly what we want you to say in the video. And we want you to do a screen sharing where you share your screen, and we want you to go on the platform and invest the money. And they wanted me to do this because they wanted me to show my audience how to use their platform. And they also wanted me to invest money live so that my audience would say, okay, if Eann is putting his money in, then it must be good, so we should go ahead and invest. But that would be very misleading, because a lot of these sponsorships or potential sponsorships, these partners, they wanted to send me an advance. So basically, they'd send me $800 or $1,000, and then I'd then go on their platform and invest that same money. And so I wouldn't actually be putting my own money at risk, but I'd be putting the money that they gave me at risk. So I'm winning here. I'm just doing the promo, I'm getting paid, and they're giving me all the money. Now, from behind the camera, or in front of the camera rather, when you're watching this video or you watch those videos, you'd see, oh, Eann is actually putting his own money in this exchange, or Eann is investing his own money in this crypto. Eann is putting in $1,000, $2,000. It must be good. And then you go ahead and you invest when in fact, I'm not actually risking my own money. It's money that's coming from these promotions. And so I realized this, and I really just wanted to have, I wanted nothing to do with this type of stuff, right? I didn't want to mislead people. And I was definitely not going to mislead people like that. That's just like, that's borderline scamming, or that is scamming, because I'm pretty much pretending like I'm investing in something when I'm not actually investing it, to get you to mislead you to invest in it so that you could potentially lose money, because guess what? I didn't believe in it myself to put my own money in there. So that is why I stopped doing crypto content, and I never gave an explanation because I was just like, you know, I just don't want to be involved in this stuff. Now, by the way, this doesn't mean that I'm not interested in crypto. I still have Ethereum invested, right? Or I have my Ethereum on my Ledger wallet. But I just felt like if I continued to do crypto content, I'd be misleading a lot of people, and I did not want to do that. And again, I want to say this, if you're investing in crypto, stop trying to get rich with crypto. If you make some money in crypto, good, but don't make it the only thing. Don't be one of these people who's just dumping all your money in crypto expecting to get rich, right? You need to condition your mind that getting rich quick is not a thing. The people that get rich quick are a small percentage of people who get rich, right? Studies have shown us this. And by the way, when you're watching YouTube videos and you see YouTubers claiming to make thousands or millions of dollars from, you know, investments, whether it's crypto or stocks or real estate or whatever, this is something else that I learned. The video that they produce on YouTube makes more money than what they're actually doing. Case in point, real estate. Meet Kevin, who's a popular financial YouTuber, has made more money from YouTube content talking about real estate than he actually made from real estate itself, right? Even the crypto YouTubers, there were a lot of crypto YouTubers doing crypto content when I was doing crypto content, and based on the views and the CPM and what they were investing in these cryptos, I could tell that, for example, you do one video on, let's say, Flocky Inu, right? You do a video on Flocky Inu, you get 500,000 views. For that video, you make $25,000 in ad revenue for that video. Then the same YouTuber goes and invests $10,000 or $15,000 into Flocky Inu. So when you're watching YouTubers saying, well, this YouTuber is investing $15,000 or $20,000 in this crypto, so if they're risking that much amount of money, then it must be good. I should go and risk all my money in there, when they're actually making more money from the video than the money that they're actually investing, right? If that makes sense. So it's like, this old guy told me this once. I don't remember exactly what the phrase, but basically he says, believe half of what you hear and believe half of what you see, because context has a lot to do with it, right? So even though you hear something and it sounds true, or you think it's true, and then you see something that backs up what you heard, so you think it's true, it may not be true. So be very cautious when investing in crypto, be very cautious of who you take advice from, and stop trying to get rich. Just do the work, right? Getting rich quick is not a thing. Anything you want that's going to be good, that's going to be worth something, is going to take time. Just like building your credit, it takes time. If you have a 400 credit score, then realistically it's going to take you 1 year, probably 2 years to get your credit right. It takes time. If you want a track hawk, right? If you want a really nice car and you don't have your credit right, you don't have a down payment, you don't have a stable job, you're not going to be able to do something overnight and get it unless you got here and you're selling drugs or scamming. And I talked about this before. I have a friend who is in prison for scamming, swiping, excessive swiping, bank accounts, credit cards, everything. He was making a lot of money. He was making hundreds of thousands of dollars. At one point in time, he was making like $40,000 a day. That's what he told me. I can't verify it because I wasn't involved. But get rich quick is not something that you want to be involved with. If you do something and you make a lot of money, then that's good for you, right? But it's not something that you can consistently do. And if people are marketing anything to you that shows you that you're going to get rich quick, then it's probably a scam. You're probably going to lose out a lot. That is why I talk about ETFs all the time. You can invest X amount of money, and in 25 years or 30 years, which is 3 decades, you can be a millionaire. But nobody wants to hear that content because it doesn't sound good. Investing for 3 decades doesn't sound good. Instead, they want to hear about some new crypto that they can put all their life savings in and become a millionaire tomorrow. Well, this is what happens when you do that stuff. You get burnt, you lose all your money. So stop trying to get rich quick and do the work.